Will you please convene the Committee on Institutional Advancement?
Thank you. I've really been looking forward to this part of the agenda this afternoon. Will the Committee on Institutional Advancement please come to order? I note that no one has requested to address the committee during the public comment period today. On today's agenda, we have one consent item and one information item. The consent item is the approval of the July 2017 minutes. Are there any objections to the approval of the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Our information item is the 2017-2018 California State University Trustees Award for Outstanding Achievement Presentation. Each award includes a scholarship ranging from $6,000 to $12,000 to support these outstanding student scholars, all nominated by the respective campus president. These 23 awardees demonstrate superior academic performance, personal accomplishments, community service, and financial need. Certainly, they reflect and represent the best of the CSU. I would like to thank Chair Eisen and members of the CSU Foundation Board of Governors, CSSA, the Alumni Council, and Academic Senate for serving on the CSU Trustee Awards Selection Committee. The selection committee was responsible for designating top awards, including the Trustee Emeritus Ali C. Rossi Scholar, the Trustee Emerita Claudia Hampton Scholar, and the Trustee Emeritus Murray Gallinson Scholar. It is a very challenging task to select those scholars who will receive additional recognition, as each nominee is so outstanding. Thank you all again for your time and dedication in reviewing applications. I would like to ask Chancellor White to come to the podium to begin this year's award recognition. Chancellor White.
Well, thank you, Trustee Abrego. The booklet that is before you are testaments to the power of perseverance and opportunity and achievement through higher education. They're a testimony to the students we're celebrating today, but also to the faculty and staff and leadership of our 23 campuses. Indeed, the students we are celebrating today all represent the values of the California State University and its legacy of creating opportunity, ensuring academic excellence, and fostering lifelong success. We, as a university, as a community, certainly as Californians, are better and stronger today because of their stories. Inherent in each of them is the idealistic, hopeful, dream-driven, and hardworking spirit that has defined California since its founding 167 years ago this month. It is therefore fitting that the Board of Trustees takes a moment every year to celebrate these scholars. And I thank all the trustees, past and present, who have generously contributed to this scholarship program. We have with us special guests, including two Board of Trustees Chair Emeriti, Bob Linscheid and Lou Monville. Bob and Lou, welcome. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the members of the CSU Foundation Board of Governors for their generous contributions and commitments to this university and to this trustee scholars. These awards are what they are today because of your work, your leadership, and your generosity. So in just a moment, I'll ask for a round of applause, but let me first introduce to you the CSU Foundation members who are able to join us today. Peter Brightbill from Wells Fargo, who is sponsoring a veteran from Cal State Fullerton. Kristen Krellin from Schools First Credit Union and her husband, Bob. Michael Lizarraga and his wife, Oneida. Michael's company, Telecu, is sponsoring a scholar studying biology from Stanislaus State and is also sponsoring today's reception immediately following the activities here in this room. Mona Simpson, who is spending her first day of retirement for Boeing couldn't join us today, but she and Boeing are sponsoring the scholar from Sonoma. And Gillian Wright from SoCal Gas, who is sponsoring a student for Dominguez Hills. Please join me in thanking these people for being here today. Now, unfortunately, Chair Ron Barhorst and his wife Mitzi could not join us today, but they have a good reason, and that is that they are in Florida helping friends with hurricane recovery efforts. I do not want to miss this opportunity to publicly thank them, the Barhorsts, for their generosity in creating an endowment to fund their scholarship in perpetuity. Ron and Mitzi have huge hearts, and we are so grateful for their kindness, and we are excited to get closer to our goal of fully endowing all aspects of this award program. So thank you to Ron and Mitzi and to all, again, our trustees from the Board of Governors. And speaking of generosity and commitment, let me thank Trustee Peter Taylor for his combined contributions of over $100,000 to this award program over the past 3 years. Through his own, Peter, thank you. Through his own generosity and by leveraging matching gifts, in other words, twisting arms, from the numerous boards he serves on, including the Kaiser Family Foundation, Pacific Life, and the Ralph M. Parsons Foundation. Thank you, Peter. And finally, we owe our deepest thanks and appreciation to Trustee Emeritus Ali Rossi and his family. Trustee Emeritus Rossi is a member of the CSU Foundation Board and chairs the CSU Trustees Award Selection Committee. And his resolute commitment to the Trustees Award has allowed the program to endure, indeed to flourish, and in turn forever change the lives of hundreds of CSU students and their families. This year's top scholar, the Rossi Scholar, receives a $12,000 scholarship thanks to the generosity of Ali and his wife, Anushay. Ali, would you please join me at the podium and offer your comments?
Thank you, Chancellor White. After reading their personal statement, it is a wonderful experience to meet these special students in person. Despite their struggle and challenges, these remarkable students have a drive to succeed, not only thriving academically, but fully committed to making a difference in their community. We are excited to celebrate them today and are looking forward to seeing them become future leaders of California. To everyone who continues to support this program, thank you for your investment in the future of these students. Thank you, Chancellor.
There always has to be a rainmaker, and that's Ali. I'd like to introduce you to this year's Rossi Scholar, Alejandro Reyes from San Diego State. Could you please join us at the podium? Hey. Undefeated in football as well, is making this wonderful guy. So he is this year's Rossi Scholar. He is an outstanding student at San Diego State, working to help others overcome obstacles in obtaining their degrees. Let's hear his stories by video.
On behalf of San Diego State University, we are so proud of Alex Arias. He has pushed past personal obstacles to seize the life-changing opportunities at our university.
Alex was born and raised in Fallbrook, California. He's the fifth of 7 children. He grew up in an area where there was limited expectations in terms of his ability to succeed.
I saw the things that my brothers were doing. I saw the work that my mom was doing and the hard work that my dad was doing. They were putting in so much effort, yet we weren't progressing. After high school, I went to Palomar Community College. I was studying to transfer, but while I was trying to pursue my associates and my transfer, my mom shared the news of her being diagnosed with cancer. She worked for a short period of time, then her visits to the doctor became more frequent, and that's when I decided to step away from community college and find ways to support her. During the time that I took off from college, I was working 2 jobs. I was working 7 days a week, and it didn't feel right. I knew that I could do something more. I wanted to have not just a job, but a career.
So after his mother was able to get better after battling cancer, he really looked at education as an opportunity to do something more.
I believe that the turning point for Alex in terms of overcoming his challenges was seeing his brothers and the situations that they were in, and seeing how education really could help him lift from his current situation and could improve not only his life but the life for his family.
That first semester that I went back to school and had the opportunity to sit in Professor Katie Morris's class was really when everything changed for me. I transferred to San Diego State as a food and nutrition major, and my intentions were to obtain my bachelor's degree in nutrition and become a registered dietitian. However, my first semester at San Diego State, I had the opportunity to get involved in a research fellowship, and that's when I met Dr. Marisa Vasquez.
I first met Alejandro about 2.5 years ago when I was recruiting for a fellowship that we started here at San Diego State. And it was specifically a fellowship that was targeted towards transfer students. I had an opportunity to interview him and to ask what his interests were and his long-term goals, and he's been amazing since then. He did such great work within the fellowship that first year. We invited him back the second year, and he's just been a rock star since then.
She has done so many amazing things, not just for me, but everybody who she comes in contact with. I want to do what she does. I want to mentor students. I want to teach in a master's program. I want to support my community. She does all of that. She is really my role model.
The more that I get to know Alex, the more that I see that he really has a true, genuine drive for helping others. It's not just through service, but he is using his ability to do research, his ability to help others navigate systems through his work in the community and also here on campus for transfer students. He really has a true passion for helping other people in all sectors of his life.
His ultimate goal is being a professor, but it's really about helping students, helping the community, and helping folks be successful.
So I think the most impressive thing that I found about Alejandro was he's got such a big heart. There's a lot of students that I see who are very goal-oriented and they know what they want to do, and I think what made him stand out is just he just has such a big heart for everyone that he meets.
Going through community college, transferring, coming to SDSU, it hasn't been easy. I feel like the most important thing is there are people here who care and who really want to help you. The way I see things now is that education has saved me.
Well, Alex, we clearly applaud you for setting an example for determination and hard work and learning that you're not only a scholar but a rock star. Would you mind sharing a few words with us?
Whew. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Thank you, Chancellor White. On behalf of my fellow recipients, we'd like to thank you for believing in us. I know my fellow recipients are very excited to be here. I know we cherish this award and our education. We will carry on the legacy of this award through the educational foundation received at the CSU, and we'd like to thank everybody here today.
Well, I now ask Chair Eisen and Trustee Abrego to join us at the podium, and Trustee Abrego will call each awardee forward to receive a certificate of recognition. Pat on the back. Recognition.
Thank you, Chancellor White. We just saw his video, and now let's recognize our Trustee Emeritus Ali Raza Scholar, Alejandro Arias. Just to hear Alejandro. Alejandro is finishing his food and nutrition bachelor's degree at San Diego State. As a first-generation college student, Alejandro knows how challenging it is to navigate the higher education system as a transfer student. He hopes to become a professor in the future. And Alejandro, you're a true inspiration. And Chancellor White, let's make sure we get him as a professor in the CSU. The following awardees will be announced in campus order. Gracelove Simmons is a sophomore at Cal State Bakersfield, earning a bachelor's degree in computer science with an emphasis on computer programming and a minor in music. Gracelove currently works at the Petroleum Club of Bakersfield and wants to pursue a career in software engineering. Amanda Garcia decided to return to school after struggling to raise 2 children. Now in her second year in the nursing program at Cal State Channel Islands, Amanda aspires to be a critical care nurse, earning a Doctor of Nursing practice in anesthesia, and hopes to inspire those in difficult situations to pursue their goals and dreams.
I asked for her kids to come up to 5 and 7. All right, dudes, come on.
And here come our future alum. Melissa Gunderson grew up in rural California and dedicated countless hours to studying while working full-time to make college a reality. Currently a junior at Chico State, Melissa is majoring in construction management and works full-time at a construction firm as an assistant project manager. After graduation, she plans to use her degree and experience to work as a project engineer. The Southern California Gas Scholar, Eileen Gonzales, is driven in her pursuit of a bachelor's degree in criminal justice at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Eileen's career goals are to become an immigration or human rights lawyer, fighting for justice and the voiceless in her community. Rehan Sadiq organizes and implements neighborhood basketball games for at-risk youth in Oakland that emphasize the importance of leadership, academics, and success. At Cal State East Bay, Rehan is completing a bachelor's degree in health science. He aspires to attend a physician assistant program or pursue a master's in public health with the intent of teaching at the university level. Shelby May Posor is pursuing a bachelor's degree in biology at Fresno State and currently works as a lab manager, conducting research on California birds in a conservation biology research lab. After graduation, Shelby plans to obtain a certificate in geographic information systems and become a research professor, allowing her to enjoy outdoor field work and research. The Wells Fargo scholar Matthew Kastler served with the U.S. Marine Corps during Operation Iraqi Freedom 1 and 2. Today, Matthew is studying broadcast journalism at Cal State Fullerton and hopes to one day serve his country again by positively contributing to ethical journalism and making a difference in someone else's success. Sarah Shine is fulfilling her dreams of helping others while starting a graduate program in psychology at Humboldt State. Keenly aware of the brutal mental health issues can place upon families, Sarah hopes to become a marriage and family therapist and eventually earn her PhD so she can contribute to the understanding of mental health. The trustee Peter and Carolyn Taylor scholar, Brittany Wood, is a third-year nursing student at Cal State Long Beach. After enrolling in an accelerated trimester program, Brittany plans to graduate early and remain in her beloved hometown to practice as a registered nurse at Long Beach Memorial Medical Center, where she is currently completing her clinical requirements. Anthony Robles is entering his senior year at Cal State Los Angeles, majoring in sociology and minoring in Chicano studies. He is also writing a book chapter on the criminalization of immigration and a senior thesis about prosecutorial discretion and radicalized decision-making in the criminal justice system. Anthony plans on pursuing a PhD and becoming a professor in the CSU. Emily Shimada is pursuing a degree in marine engineering technology at CSU Maritime Academy. Emily's goal is to sail on a research vessel as a licensed engineer or marine technician. She is awed by the fast-moving technology about research vessels that enables researchers to investigate the critical role our ocean plays in sustaining natural and economic life worldwide. Anna Rose Holder graduated from Cal State Monterey Bay in 2012 with a bachelor's degree in environmental science, technology, and policy, and is now halfway through the graduate program in Monterey Bay in applied marine and watershed sciences. Anna Rose plans on pursuing a PhD and a career allowing her to contribute to and inform the management of marine resources. David Nelson's love for math and science drove him into majoring in mechanical engineering at Cal State Northridge. After graduation, David hopes to work in the aerospace industry, where he plans to contribute to the development of aerospace technology. Paul Csu suffered a car accident that paralyzed him from the neck down, but through his unwavering persistence and the help of a devoted team, Paul earned his bachelor's degree in computer science from Cal Poly Pomona. Paul is continuing with his master's degree in hopes to one day motivate students as a college professor. His goal is to create a mainstream assistive technologies to offer people with disabilities the opportunity to succeed. Susan Nysonger Olson faced an uphill battle. She needed 3 years at community college and numerous developmental education courses before she could transfer to Cal State Monterey Bay. Today, Susan is a doctoral candidate in the Educational Leadership Program at Sacramento State. Her goal is to improve teaching and learning for schools with students living in poverty and develop a teacher residency program for urban schools in districts in California. Carolina Gavaldon is a former foster child who overcame persistent life challenges and succeeded in graduating with a bachelor's degree from Cal State San Bernardino. Carolina has since contributed has continued on to the master's program in public health at Cal State U San Bernardino and plans to pursue a doctoral degree and career in health policy to improve the lifelong opportunities and mental health outcomes for foster youth. Thank you, Trustee Adam Day and the Sikwan Band of Kumeyaay Nation for sponsoring this extraordinary student. Annalisa Cisco learned from her grandmother the significance of powerful cultural and historical narratives and now seeks to represent these in film. Today, Anasis is obtaining a Master's of Fine Arts degree from San Francisco State and aspires to write and direct stories about the lives of racial, ethnic, gendered, and queer minorities in America. After completing a master's degree, Anias plans to continue producing films and pursue a doctorate in film studies. Thank you, Sheriff Eisen and James Eisen, for your generous support of Anais. Alci Borroso Ramirez is earning a bachelor's degree in public health and a minor in Mexican American Studies and Legal Studies at San Jose State. Alci plans to work with policymakers to better society as a whole, ensure social justice, and promote equality. Jeremiah Hernandez became a positive example for his daughter after he went back to school to earn a bachelor's degree in sociology and ethnic studies at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. After graduation, Jeremiah plans to complete the single subject credential in social science and teach high school. He then wants to complete a doctoral program with the aim of teaching college courses and helping others. Francisco Fernandez is pursuing his bachelor's degree in molecular and cellular biology at Cal State San Marcos, conducting undergraduate research in plant biology, genetics, and diabetes. A stellar student, Francisco has presented his specific work at conferences and research competitions. His goal is to earn a PhD in biomedical research and continue his mentorship of educationally at-risk students. The Mana C. Simpson and Bowen Scholar Jennifer Juarez York is earning a bachelor's degree in biology and Spanish at Sonoma State. Jennifer's interest in medicine stems from witnessing her family's chronic illness and those of people in her small village in Guatemala. Once she becomes a doctor, Jennifer is determined to give back by providing medical treatment in underdeveloped countries and in economically depressed communities. The Telugu scholar Antonio Garcia is an undergraduate student at Stanislaus State, earning a bachelor's degree in general biology and a minor in chemistry, where he hopes to pursue a career in research and teaching. Currently, Antonio is a research assistant in the Stanislaus State Herbarium and was recently accepted into a summer internship program for the Endangered Species Recovery Program. Awardees, I want to be among the first to congratulate you all as a group and to thank you all for representing the best that the California State University has to offer. Through each of your stories, we see incredible perseverance, intelligence, and hard work and sleepless nights. We also see the love and support of your families, friends and colleagues, professors, and staff that have helped you along the way. Indeed, through your stories, we see that hopeful dream-driven spirit that has defined this university in California. Thank you again for your tremendous contributions to the CSU, your campus, and your community. On behalf of my fellow trustees and the California State University, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. As a reminder to the audience, thanks to the generous support of Telecu and Tomayo Restaurant, I invite everyone to join us in the Wallace Room foyer and in the courtyard at the end of today's meeting for a reception honoring the awardees. Finally, fellow trustees, it is my great honor to present to you the CSU Trustee Award Recipients Class of 2017. Chair Eisen, that concludes the business of the Institutional Advancement Committee.
Thank you, Trustee Abrego. If anybody has the Kleenex, I think my vice chair and my chancellor could use them. Trustees and scholars, this concludes our meeting for today. We are going to reconvene and continue our agenda tomorrow at 8:30. For those of you who wish to join me, I know I told you 6:30, but the walk begins at 6:15. Hilton Lobby. See you there. Thank you.